Welcome to this session on algebraic structures. In this session, we are going to talk about a special type of group that is called cyclic group. So, let's begin. Say for example, if every element of the group can be generated as the power of a specific element of the same group, then the group is called as cyclic group. Let me repeat, if every element of the group can be generated by taking a specific element of the group and raising it to subsequent powers, then the group is called a cyclic group, and the element which is being used to generate all the other elements by raising it to powers is called the generator of the group. So if there exists an element A belonging to G such that every element of G can be written as some power of A, then the group is said to be a cyclic group and the element is called the generator of the group. Now certain properties of cyclic groups. Number one, every cyclic group is abelian. Then if A is a generator of the cyclic group, then A inverse is also a generator. If A is a generator of a cyclic group of order n, then A to the power n will be equal to E. The last power of A will always be equal to E. If G comma star is a finite cyclic group of order n generated by A, then A to the power m is also a generator of G comma star if and only if m and n are relatively prime. Let's take an example. If we take this 1 minus 1 I and minus I, we have to check whether it is a cyclic group or not and what is the generator. So let's take the element I to the power 1 is equal to I to the power 2 is equal to minus 1, I to the power 3 is equal to I to the power 3 is equal to I to the power 2 into I, that is minus 1 into I, that is equal to minus I, and I to the power 4 is equal to 1. So I have generated all the four numbers by using the element I. So this is a cyclic group and I is a generator. Now if you remember, the inverse of I was minus I. So minus I is also a generator. Let's see. Minus I to the power 1 is equal to minus I. Minus I to the power 2 is equal to minus 1. Minus I to the power 3 is equal to I, and minus I to the power 4 is equal to what? Let's see, can 1 be the generator? 1 to the power 1 is equal to 1, 1 to the power 2 is equal to 1, 1 to the power 3 is equal to 1, and so on. So only one element is being generated. So it cannot be a generator. Let's see, minus 1. Minus 1 to the power 1 is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 to the power 2 is equal to 1. Okay, two elements have been generated. That looks good. But minus 1 to the power 3, minus 1. And minus 1 to the power 4 is again 1. And so on. So minus 1 cannot be a generator. A hint. See over here, the second power of minus 1 was 1, where 1 is the identity. What is the order of the group? 4. So if you are getting the identity element by a power less than the order, then it cannot be a generator. See over here, I was getting identity element only by the fourth power of minus I, only by the fourth power of I. So these could have been generators, right? Let's see another example. Let us say this is the group 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, and the operation is multiplication modulo 9. Multiplication modulo 9, right? So let us find the generators. How do I find the generators? First of all, let us try to find out what is the identity element. Identity element, if you want, you can use the composition table, or it is multiplication. You know that for any type of multiplication the identity element is always 1. So the identity element is 1, otherwise you can see it over here. This is the row header of the row, which is same as the header row. Now let us verify. See, 1 cannot be a generator. Thumb rule: identity element cannot be a generator. Why? Because identity element to the power 1 is equal to identity element to the power 2 is equal to identity element, and so on. So this is a thumb rule. So let us now check 2. So 2 to the power 1 is equal to 2 in mod 9 is 2. 2 to the power 2 is 4 in mod 9. 2 to the power 3 is 8. 2 to the power 4 is 16, which is 7 in mod 9. 2 to the power 5 is 32, which is 5 in mod 9. 2 to the power 6 is 64, which is 1 in mod 9. All the elements. See, sixth power is giving me 1. Sixth power is giving me 1. So 2 is a generator. Now if 2 is a generator, the inverse of 2 will also be a generator. What is the inverse of 2? Trace the 1 over here. It is on the intersection of 2 and 5. So the inverse of 2 is 5. So if you want, you can verify. 5 to the power 1 is equal to 5. 5 to the power 2 is equal to 25. That is 7. 5 to the power 3 gives me 8 mod 9. 5 to the power 4 is 4 mod 9. 5 to the power 5 is 2 mod 9, and 5 to the power 6 is 1 mod 9. So once again I am getting 1 only at the sixth power. You must be thinking, I am able to raise 5 to so many powers very quickly, but it is not difficult. It is not, I am not actually raising 5 to the third power, fourth power, fifth power and sixth power. See, what am I doing is 5 to the power 1, simple, it is 5. 5 to the power 2 I know is 25. 25 in mod 9 is 7. 9 2s are 18 and remainder is 7. Now when I want to find out 5 to the power 3, I am not doing 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. What I am doing is 5 multiplied by 5 square. That is 5 multiplied by 5 square is actually 7 mod 9. So I get in mod 9, 5 cube is 5 into 7, 35. 35 divided by 9 gives me remainder of 8. 9 3s are 27 and remainder of 8. When I want to find out 5 to the power 4, I do not multiply 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. What I do is I simply multiply 5 to 5 cube. That is 5 into 8, 40. 40 divided by 9 gives me remainder of 4. Similarly, 5 to the power 5 is 5 multiplied by 4, that is 20. 20 divided by 9 gives me remainder of 2. And 5 to the power 6 is simply 5 multiplied by 2, 10. 10 divided by 9 gives me remainder of 1. So 5 is also a generator. Let's do one more thing. Let's try to find out if 4 is a generator. See, 4 to the power 1 is equal to 4. 4 to the power 2 is equal to 16, which is same as 7 mod 9. 4 to the power 3 is 64, which is same as 1 mod 9. I do not need to go any further. See, I'm getting 4 to the power 3 is equal to 1. So I'm getting identity element. I'm getting identity element on the third power, whereas the group order of the group is equal to 6. So 4 cannot be a generator. If 4 cannot be a generator, then its inverse 7 can also not be a generator. Similarly, if I take 8, 8 to the power 1 is equal to 8. 8 to the power 2 is equal to 64, which is 1 mod 9. So once again, 8 can also not be a generator. So the only two generators are 2 and 5. Every group of order 3, it's an important result. Every group of order 3 is cyclic. Now let us see how this is possible. Let G be a group of order 3. If it is a group of order 3, what it means is that there are 3 elements. Let these 3 elements be designated by A, B, and obviously the third element will be the identity element. Now the order of the group is 3. That means A, B and E are distinct elements. That means A is not equal to B is not equal to E, where E is the identity element. And as it is a group, it is also closed. So A star B will also belong to G. Now, if I say A star B belongs to G, then there are three possibilities. A star B can be equal to A. See, group comprises only of three elements, A, B and E. And if I say A star B belongs to G, now there are only three possibilities. A star B can be equal to A star B can be equal to B, or A star B can be equal to E. Now let us see. If I say A star B is equal to A, now I can write it as A star B is equal to A star E, and by cancellation law I can say B is equal to E, which is not possible by our original assumption. Our original assumption is A, B and E are all three distinct elements. So this is not possible. If I say A star B is equal to B, I can write A star B is equal to, sorry, let's not write it over here. Let's write it E star B. A star B is equal to E star B. By using right cancellation law, I can say A is equal to E, which is not possible, right? Which is not possible once again. Why? Because these are all distinct elements. So the only possibility remains is that A star B is equal to E, right? So A star B is equal to E by process of elimination. Now we know that A star B is equal to E. Now we will try to show that A is a generator of the group. By closure law, I know that if A belongs to G, then A square is equal to A star A will also belong to G. Now there are three possibilities. A star A can either be equal to A, or it can be equal to B, or it can be equal to E. Now A star A, if it is equal to A, I can write it as A star A is equal to A star E. By left cancellation law, I get A is equal to E, which is not possible. If I take A star A is equal to E, I know that A star B is equal to E. So I can write A star A is equal to A star B. So by left cancellation law, I get A is equal to B. Again, not possible. So I am left with A star A is equal to B. So I have A to the power 1 is equal to A to the power 2 is equal to A star A is equal to B, which I have already shown, and A to the power 3 is A star A square, that is A star B, which is equal to E. So all the three elements of the group have been identified by increasing powers of A. So G is a cyclic group and A is a generator. Now I have shown that A star B is equal to E. That means B is inverse of A. That means B is also a generator. If you want, you can do this entire exercise taking from the B's point of view, and you can showcase that B is a generator of the group. Let's take another example. Show that the group 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is a cyclic group. What are the generators? As the operation is addition, E is equal to 0. So let's once again make the composition table, right? I have this composition table. 0 is the identity element, right? Now, as 0 is the identity element, so this cannot be the generator. Identity element can never be a generator. Let us check 1. 1 to the power 1 is equal to 1. 1 to the power 2 is equal to 1 plus 1. Please remember, this is an addition operation. 1 plus 1, which is 2. 1 to the power 3 is 3. 1 to the power 4 is 4. And 1 to the power 5 is 5, which in mod 5 will become 0. So 1 is a generator. If 1 is a generator, then the inverse of 1, 4, will also be a generator. Let us see. 4 to the power 1 is equal to 4. 4 to the power 2 is equal to 4 plus 4, 8. That is equal to 3 mod 5. 4 to the power 3 is 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is 12, which is equivalent to 2 mod 5. 4 to the power 4 is 16, which is equivalent to 1 mod 5. And 4 to the power 5 is equivalent to 20, which is equivalent to 0 mod 5. See, all the 5 elements I've identified: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is also a generator. Can you check whether there are any other generators also? I'm leaving this as an exercise to you. Last example. How many generators are there of a cyclic group of order 8? What are these? Now this will talking about the property when we said that if we have a group of order n, then having a generator A, then A to the power m is a generator if m is relatively prime to n. So here the order of the group is 8. So what are the numbers which are relatively prime to 8? 1, 3, 5, 7. So if A to the power 1 is a generator, how many total generators will be there? 4. If A to the power 1 is a generator, then A to the power 3, A to the power 5 and A to the power 7 will also be generators. So I hope the concept of cyclic order and generators is clear to you. Till the next time, thank you.